Yeah, just actually wanted to take time out to actually do a video here in response to a comment that was actually left on my video regarding an original response to uh, homosexuality, save us from homosexuals, some type of stuff like that. And basically, normally I would actually just read through comments or what have you and go on to do whatever I got to do. But I felt that since I haven't made videos in a while or what have you because I've been busy with work and such and other obligations, that I will go ahead and respond to this. For some reason, I've been getting a lot of comments for past videos that I've done. Pretty much when I first opened my YouTube account back in March of last year. And then I would go through and read them, and of course if I had the energy or had the interest or the desire to want to respond, I would. But then again, during these days and stuff like this, or lately, with posts or whatever, I would just read it, yeah, nay, whatever, and go on about my business. But like I said, I'm just going to actually just try to kill two birds with one stone. First, welcome to 2011. Happy New Year for those of you that I didn't respond to or actually didn't have a chance to talk to, before the year came in. Hope that 2011 finds you happy and well and all that other good stuff. But to get back to what I was wanting to post a video about, this is in response to Marcus8902. He posted a response to me on my page, basically saying, why would I care about what homosexuals do? Just as a general overall concept, I don't care. I mean, it's not any of my business about what two consenting adults choose to do with each other, behind closed doors or in the public or wherever you want to be. That is your personal choice. But when you make a general blanket statement like that and then you put it on an open forum or a social network such as YouTube, then it kind of takes on a different an overtone, and basically it kind of gets where comments like that can get a bit sticky. I came up with three reasons actually or 3 points of view I should say, on your comment to me. And I'm going to actually start off with my very first and foremost comment, which is, why would I care about what homosexuals do? Well, first of all, if you're going to be bold enough to post your business here on YouTube, a social network where many people can view your thoughts and opinions about whatever subject matter, then by that same right, I can exercise my right to respond to a video. Let me rephrase that again. You have a right to post a video. I have a right to respond. Plain and simple, cut and dry, in and out, do whatever you want with it. What gets me is that people put things on video here and then they post it for the public to see, and they get real defensive when somebody responds to it. All it is a difference of opinion. It's not saying that you're right or wrong, it's just a thought and a point of view. Criticism, constructive, destructive, however you want to put it, it is what it is. And basically, you get these viewers that are so passionate about YouTube as if it's a life and death situation. They get really heated and upset about what, people may say to them with, the things that they may post. And, my response to that, again, is that since you wanted to post it, I have a right to respond to it. The same right you have where you don't have to post it or whatever, that I can use that same right again to ignore it, go on about my business, or just sit there and entertain it and just post a video response. Most of the time, I'll just look at things and just go on about my business because there's a lot more things that you can be doing with your spare time than sitting in front of a computer. But if you're just sitting there just shooting time, not really doing anything, you don't want to go out, you just want to hang around in the house or whatever, YouTube happens to be a great place, to be at that point in time. I'm not saying that I sit here hours on end and post videos, because that, to me, in my opinion, that's someone who doesn't have a life. And I have a life outside of, work and whatever else that I do. But, I figured that I'd take a time out, again, to post your response, post a response to your comment that you left on my page. Again, you have a right to post, and with that same right, I have a right to respond, if I so choose to. If not, then guess what? I won't. Second point that I want to make is that people on YouTube figure that, they get all defensive and things when people comment on their videos, but my second point is that you need to learn how to keep your personal business personal. If you don't want anybody to know about what you do or your personal philosophies about anything, you have two choices. You can either not post anything at all, or if you must let some users of YouTube know, you need to set that stuff on private. They have those capabilities here with YouTube. I'm sure you know how to use those. again, it has it set where you can actually have a selective view, certain amount of people that you want to view, and you can actually even set it where you can even have people comment if you want them to comment, or you can just have it set it where you don't leave a comment, where it can just be purely instructional, where you say what you got to say, and people won't be able to respond or type a comment or whatever it is that they want to do. It's all about what you want to do. If you don't want people in your personal business, don't invite them in it. That's all I'm saying. And when you put your issues here and your personal thoughts and views on YouTube, in a sense, you're inviting people into that. Okay? And you can't get afraid or you can't get offended if somebody says something that you don't agree with. Because 9 times out of 10, it doesn't matter what you post on here, everybody is not going to agree with you. I had to learn that the hard way, and guess what? I learned to accept it, and now I'm fine with it, because guess what? I'm unique, I'm an individual, I'm me. And just because I post something on here, I'm not looking for people to agree with everything that I say, because if they do, then I have to ask them, okay, what's going on here? Whose butt are you kissing? That type of thing. Be an individual. If you don't agree with something, fine. But then again, in that disagreement, you don't have to come across in an unclassy manner to let people know that you disagree with what they say. And see, to me, that would be circumstances where you will get blocked. Now, these days, I've actually kind of eased up off the blocking mechanism, because one thing about it is that when you block somebody, that means that you don't want to take the time out to hear what they have to say. Just because I may not agree with what you do or say or whatever, that doesn't mean that I won't take the time to listen to you. I had to learn a lot from that, because one thing about it is that when you totally close somebody off, that says more about you than it is the person that you're blocking. So to me, if even though I don't agree with you, you may actually say something along the lines that would actually, kind of get me to thinking about some things a little bit. Kind of maybe have me to rearrange my thought process on a particular subject. You never know. But you always have to take the time to listen. Again, keep your business personal. You don't want nobody to know about your business? Don't post it on YouTube. Or if you must post it, set it in private. Simple as that. Last part that I want to actually stress is that YouTube is for everybody. YouTube is global. That means that anybody can use it all the way around the world, the 4 corners of the earth. Everybody have access to this thing. Okay, so for you to sit there and say a statement like why would I care? Again, I don't. But since you want to put it on YouTube, and since YouTube is accessible to everybody, I choose to use that right and post a response back to it. You can't get angry when people post things just because you don't agree with it. I know I'm kind of going back in circles here, and I wanted to I say that because I want you to really understand. This is a new year. This is 2010, but you're still going to have a lot of people that bring up old stuff and bring up things that really don't mean a hill of beans just for the sake of wanting to be heard. But see, one thing about it is that in disagreements, you still can disagree with people without being disagreeable. And what I mean by that is that you can disagree in a classy manner, not so much sit up there and duke each other out with war of words, because we've had that, session quite a bit, in my past videos. But you can sit down and actually disagree with somebody in a classy manner and still come away with the fact that, you didn't hurt anybody's feelings and you didn't get yours hurt in the process. But one thing about it is that we have to understand is that, we have to learn, again, to be more cognizant of other people's views. We have to be more willing to, sit down and talk things out. I'm not saying that I'm the peacemaker of the world, because I'm not. Because guess what? When I want to get down, I want to get down and talk about some things, But, it is what it is. YouTube, you can use it for good, bad, anything in between. It's all about what you want to do. But you can't sit there and say, why would I care about what everybody else do or what a certain group of people do? Because my general comment or answer to that would be, I don't care. But since you want to take the time out to post your video for everybody to see, I want to take the time out to post a response to that for everybody to see. And again, can't do anything but, say, it is what it is. Peace, love, joy. I'm out.